Hey guys, what if here? Welcome back to NASCAR 2003 for race 34, 36. We're going to Rockingham. Probably the last track on the schedule where we have a shot to win, presumably. I don't know. The spring race was really good. We kind of got lucky with lap traffic, so I don't know if that lightning can strike twice in the same way before. I guess we'll find out. But point situation, obviously we're fine. Dale Jarrett has a 216 point lead over Jeff Gordon, so unless he DNFs, he almost has second place on lock. Mark's kind of close to third, so there's also that battle. Funny enough, Jim John, we stole his first win. Really the only win the closest win he's ever got his entire season, and we took it away from him, which makes me feel good. And that's most of the top 10. So, yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot else to show other than that car. Yeah, we'll just get into it. Thank you to my Tier 2 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube member support channel perks to get early access videos, as well as channel emails for my live stream. So thank you as always, what you guys do. It's very much appreciated. Now let's get into Rockingham and rock the dragon. Yeah. That's a... Who's going to get that reference? So, race settings, well, car setup, it's just default. Nothing's really different. It's funny, it's the Pop Secret Microwave Popcorn 400, but yet I have over Rennbacher's here. So, kind of not really going with the sponsor, but I think these are better anyways, so you know what, screw Pop Secret. I've had Pop Secret recently, and it's just not nearly as good as Orville. Don't know why. But either way, we're going to get into the race and see what we can do.
We're live from the North Carolina Speedway, otherwise known as the Rock side of today's NASCAR race, the Pop Secret 400, right here on MRN. What can you tell us about this track, Barney?
Tires, tires, and more tires. You've got to take care of your Goodyear Eagles when you come to this place. Otherwise, you'll be sliding up into the wall before you know it.
Things are not going well this year for Greg Biffle.
Yeah, I have been surprised to see him run so poorly on these tracks. I can only imagine how he feels.
Way back in 1976, Bill Elliott made his first Winston Cup start here at the Rock, earning himself $640.
He finished 33rd that day. Today, the 33rd place finisher will bring home over $40,000 bucks. NASCAR sure has come a long way, hasn't it?
Kurt Busch comes here with a top 10 finish average on the Speedway tracks this year.
Well, points, points, points. Wins are great when they come, but top 10 finishes week after week are what build your points. Heck, you could win the championship on top 10s alone if you're consistent.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Great introduction, like the Bill Elliott stat. In fact, we're going to look that up right now and see if that is accurate. So let's go to Bill Elliott here in his first start. It's 1976. Yep, it was Rockingham, and he did get 33rd. Was it? It is $640. They got it right. Hey, that's... I appreciate that. Sometimes they don't get the stats or the info right, but they're right with that. So what about in this race now, in 2002, at Rockingham? Because they're saying it would be like $33,000 now for finishing 33rd or something like that. So I want to see if that is the case. No, in fact, it is $39,000. Why did Hank Parker Jr. only get $39,000, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets $60,000? What's up with that? Why does 35th get $40,000? Why does Dale Jr. get an extra $20,000? Where'd that come from? So it's definitely not $33,000. It's definitely a little off. So they're 1 for 2 on that stat. So good to know. Today we learned. Anyways, with educational stat tracking out of the way, we got a race to run. And all that. So yeah, Mark Martin's on pole. Biffle qualified really well, too, which is rare for him in this game. Will he actually hold that track position? It's hard to say, but I could definitely say I've done a really good job running this track from what I saw in practice. Definitely a lot better than what I was doing. Oh, well, you know, Normally, yes, I will drive this track a lot better. But when they're brake checking themselves going 115 or 114 miles an hour in the corner, I can't really anticipate that too well. So, yeah, point is, I get around this track pretty good. I feel like I've gotten too good at this game, which is now a problem. I've only done really, like, one practice race. Sometimes I'll do 2, sometimes 3, but this time I only did 1. And all that, so... yeah, pretty solid start. They kind of do the same thing in turn 1 where they check up a lot. In Thunder 04, it's a lot more, I guess, prevalent or more egregious. Here, it's a bit more subtle. That's really about the only thing I noticed. Everywhere else, they seem, pretty alright, minus that one random checkup. The car is fast. Just have to get through the pack very carefully and very fast. We do got a good chunk of laps and about a little bit more time than usual. Some of these races range from like 14 to 16 minutes, and this is kind of on the latter end of that length. So we got an extra couple minutes there, which will help us out. But yeah, Rusty Walls falling apart like usual, embarrassing himself, being behind a Bush driver. That's sad. But yeah, we're just kind of cutting up through the field, just taking our time. It's pretty standard stuff, as I've elaborated on many times before. I could literally say dozens of times before. Man, this schedule's too damn long. It's funny because in Heat 5, if you take out all the tracks that they don't have in that game, including Atlanta, because Atlanta's broken in that, it really would cut it down to like 30 races, which is almost like my perfect fantasy world situation where I wish the season was only 30 races. It'd just be a nice, nice flat number. Hinted on that note, and also that lessens the chance of any stupid shit happening, where like a 2022 situation happens where Truex is like third in points, and because Austin Dillon won because everybody exploded because of rain, that just whole scenario will always be stupid for the rest of my life, and nothing's gonna ever change that. But if we have it to like the playout would start at like race 20, then that would lessen the likelihood of, I really doubt there's going to be a different winner in like every race except for 4 before the playoff thing happens. So, eliminate that. That'll be kind of nice or convenient. I don't know. I think too much about this shit, and it's ultimately a waste of time. I don't know. But anyways, we're moving up to the field. It's car, I don't know what really to say. Car drives fine. There's no real problems with it. Just the biggest hurdle, biggest question mark is the pit crew. That's just the only thing that's out of my control that's gonna mess it up. We get to look at Johnny Benson's car with the face on it. We're gonna be running out of chances to see that, so I gotta relish in that moment while I can. That's a spot P15. This will be for 13th, maybe 12th here with Robbie Gordon. I don't know what he's doing here. He's trying to pass Jerry Nadeau. Or we'll just go 3 wide. All right, though, that works too. Yeah, I'm beyond comprehension at this point with how fast we are. Ricky Craven. It's not the first time me and him are gonna probably run into each other. Probably in the next game. But yeah, Greg Biffle falling back, not really shocked, but he's not falling back as badly as I've seen other drivers do. So there's that. Get to the inside here, Dale Jarrett. Put ourselves up into 8th. We're pretty close to leader, about 2.8. I think Mark Martin's still leading, which is it's good for him. He might be in 3rd after all this is said and done. Like, he's really trying to make that championship run to get 3rd. But Jeff Gordon's up here. So, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, it does matter, because Dale Jarrett... Where is Dale Jarrett? Did I pass him at some point? I'm just not aware of it. Well, either way, he is having a bad day, which is kind of what Jeff Gordon needs. And Jeff Gordon's actually having a pretty good day. He's been having a horrific last couple of races, so good for him. Marlin's going to take over 2nd. Yeah, we can literally see the leader, which is terrifying. If we just have a normal pit stop and just hit our bare estimates, we're going to be in really good shape for the second half of this run. That's 2 spots easily attained right there. We're going to be pitting around lap 19, so we got a couple more laps before we pit. And all that good stuff. This is going really smoothly. I'm kind of scared of how smoothly it's gone. I don't like that. But don't worry, Ricky Rudd's up there. I'm sure we're gonna have some, you know, comical hijinks and some raffling of some kind, because me and him cannot escape each other. Thinking like the last 4 times I've been near him, I think 3 of them I've made contact with him. So would not be surprised if that trend continues. Other than Jeff Gordon just blew up and turned left. Well, that's a problem. That's definitely a yellow. That is the weirdest freaking DNF I've ever really seen from a blown motor. I've never seen that. That is weird. We need to see that again. He just turned left immediately as he blew up. And he just backed up across the track. And Bobby Labonte, oh! Bobby Labonte just became a freaking bouncy ball. He got launched. Oh my God. The airtime he got. Bill Elliott's upside down. He got $33,000. And, yeah, we're pinning this lap. All right, I think we're... Yeah, they're pinning. All right, we're going to do the same. Good Lord. Okay, it's just too much to process. That was just... I mean, peak insanity. This is why we can't have nice things. Because we make pit road really narrow. Just throw our race away, game. Just throw it all away. We're out of pit road at 4th, and that's going to put us... I don't know where, but Bill Elliott... Alright, we're going to let Dale Jr. go by. 8th? 7th? Okay, 6th. So, we lost time, which is not great, but we're going to probably have a lot of debris L's coming up here, if I had to assume. Just because that was just so much carnage. So, yeah. Oh, car, please turn. Yeah, we're going to probably get a lot of debris L's, so I really want to try to gain as much spots as I can. Ricky Craven. High. He just sent it. We're catching up to Jimmy Johnson now for P4. Does seem like the AI are pretty quick with me. Like, on fresh tires, we're about equal, but as the run goes on, it just seems like they wear off more than me or something. I don't know. Because we were really cutting down that lead fast just before that yellow happened, so maybe it takes 10 laps. I don't really know. We do got a lot of laps for the second half of the run, about 20, so it's a little bit longer than what I've been practicing for. But yeah, Jeff Gordon thing, I don't know. I mean, he just really wants to throw away a 3rd place in points, and he did just that today. Not really of his doing, but yeah, that was... And you know what? He took out Bobby Labonte, too, who literally had no business being destroyed, and Jeff Gordon just backed his ass up against it. I mean... Just weird. Just a very weird circumstance. I've seen cars being on the tracks, like, just paging people. I've not really seen a car blow up, turn left immediately, and then just back it up onto the field. That is just so, just weird. Now we got Ricky Rudd here to pass, so hopefully we can do that here shortly. He gave me the bottom lane, which is a lot of respect. A lot more than he probably should be giving me, but that's P2. I can't believe Ricky Rudd even got to the inside of me there. I didn't think he had the car to do it. I'm going to try to get a good run off the corner. We're going to have Mark's draft there. That's going to help us. I can't believe he even got that close. Alright, so under 4/10 back. Just got to keep that car pinned to the bottom a lot more than I'm thinking, because Ricky Rudd's there to pounce. That was a really good 1 and 2. Can set him up here off of 3 and 4 here and set him up in 1 and 2. And I threw that corner away. Didn't really hit it right, so that's another lap wasted. There we go. Nice run through 3 and 4. To the inside of Mark. Beautiful. Almost led that lap. He actually braked early in that corner. He might be trying to do an undercut, but not going to work. We're going to get the lead, and we're going to keep it. I'm okay with this. You know what? At the very least, this win's going to be just straight up. We need a yellow to kind of bail us out in a way, but we did just get around and pass Mark on our own with no lap traffic aids or anything. We just passed them. So that was cool. So Now we're just gonna have to cruise until this is all over. Ooh. Oh, we finally got a yellow, but it's gonna end it under caution. Is it for debris? Weird it took this long for that to actually happen, if that is the case. Yep, I saw it. Is it from Bill Elliott? We were just talking... It's been a Bill Elliott-centered episode, which is... No, it's... I mean, thank you, Jimmy Spencer, I guess. That made it easier for me. I don't know. I mean, maybe he was trying to throw it out on the track to blow my tire out, that freaking bastard. Maybe that's probably what it was. I don't trust him. But yeah, we're going to end it under yellow. The first time this entire season, we're going to end it under yellow. Weird. Didn't think this would happen, but it finally occurred. And Ricky Craven got 6th, I think. Yes, he did. He got 6th. Jeff Green 8th. Damn. But yeah, that's a dub. It was kind of a weird Rockingham race. Very just unconventional. Usually Thunder 03 is kind of typically straightforward with just how the race goes, but... Or at least in terms of like not really having any yellows or weird AI-induced wrecks. But... we get it. I'm okay with this, and we're gonna burn out on the Pop Secret popcorn because I don't like it that much. I tried it recently, and I just can't even eat all of it. But give me Orville Redenbacher, and I can eat all of it. It's just still a delicious or more quality meal. So there's my disrespect for it, and my car actually blown up, or it ran out of fuel. I don't know, but either way, we're done. I never noticed that we have a Elliott Sadler alternate scheme. Also, why in the highlight reel do we not get to see that insane crash? But the highlight reel will make sure to show that Jimmy Spencer won. I could hear the hood flapping and banging. Is it actually going to yeah, it's able to show this. This game just don't understand what... So... Is it just showing the most recent caution? Is that how it works? Because that would make the most sense, because if we're going to go by severity, that is not as severe as Bobby LaBonte getting launched and ramped over a car like he's a freaking monster truck. But either way, good race. Not other than that one incident where the AI stopped, I don't think we made any other contact with any normal person, so... That's our 19th win. Got it in the way I was really not expecting. So that kind of threw me for a lot of loops. But maybe our last win of the year. And it's fitting that we're in the 2001 Kurt car for that. It's kind of weird how that worked out, but it's fitting. So, points are going to be interesting. Jeff Gordon's going to probably drop back even further in points because Mark was right like 20 points behind him. So, yeah, Mark's probably in 3rd now. And... that's going to be good. This is our race results. Ricky Rudd with a good run. Mark obviously with a good run. Jeff Byrne with a good run. So we ended up leading the last 12 laps. Mark Martin led 27 of them. There was only 2 different leaders. And don't know where Dale Jarrett finished. He got 11th. Okay. So we still gain a lot of points to him. Obviously Jeff Gordon many laps down. Bill Elliott with a horrific day. And no, he ended up getting 41st. Him and Kyle Petty and Bobby LaBonte. I didn't even know Kyle Petty was involved in it, but he was out. So 3 DNFs, all in that one incident. And Bill Elliott, even though his car was destroyed, he somehow got a 20th place. He improved his starting position. I don't know how he did it, but that's impressive. Anyways, we only got 2 caution laps for 2 yellows? What? That doesn't make any sense. Because we had a yellow on lap 16, and then we didn't go green till lap 19, so there was at least 3 laps. That don't make any sense, and I'm a bit perplexed by that. Next up's Phoenix. And, yep, as I thought, Mark Martin, 3rd in points. Jimmy Johnson, 4th. Dale Jr., 5th. Gordon drops to 6th, and is a potential of losing that to Stewart if Gordon continues to run bad or something crazy happens. So Stewart has a shot to gain another spot. Kenseth, I think, is on lock for 8th. Marlin, 9th. Newman, 10th. Rusty, 11th. Bobby LaBonte, 12th after his massive DNF. That actually gives Ricky Rudd a chance to actually swoop in at the last second, which I hope don't happen because Ricky Rudd in 13th place with these games have just been too comfortable of a fitting. That's our normal top 10. You have 601 over Dale Jarrett. Not as insane as Thunder 02, where we had like 1,000 points by the end of the year, so there's that. And I'm sure our average finish went up from like a 4.1 to a 4.0. So there's that even. So laps led, we got 183. We're only 8 laps off of tying Thunder 02, which I don't really see us being able to do. Mark Martin just moves up to third, or to second now with that, so good for him. The man is just really good at getting second in a lot of things, apparently. That's just tragic. Rookie of the Year, that still goes to Jimmy Johnson. Pole Award, even Jimmy Johnson, surprisingly enough. So, yeah, that wraps it up with Rockingham. It was weird. Big shout out to my tier 3 Patreon supporters today for our Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carrier, Mexican Link 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for support again. I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It does me a lot. Always goes a long ways with everything. So just thank you, as always, for the continued support and that extra generosity. I don't know what Phoenix is going to bring. We only go there once a year. So I don't know. I mean, Thunder 03 or Thunder 04, Phoenix is kind of easy, but I don't know if that translates into this game or not. I don't know. But we're going with the standard Rubbermaid Sharpie Ford. I finally got it right. It took me all year. And then that'll be the penultimate race. Weird to think we're almost there, but we're there. So that's cool. So yeah, that does it for me. See you all next video. See you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.